Howdy folks, welcome back to Adrenaline Fueled Firearms. It's been a long time since I've done a video. I'm going to go over that real quick, talk about, I don't know, fun things like why you don't want to rupture your appendix while you're in transit, then move from somewhere where you have internet to where you don't have internet if you want to continue to make YouTube videos. Oh yeah, starting off as a diabetic in the modern day where there aren't enough doctors and good luck getting appointments, and a bunch of other fun stuff. Oh, and why I'm transmitting to you folks and making videos in a giant metal suppository. So I'm going to fake my new 2024 intro real quick, and then we're going to get right into it. Okay, boom, cut that fancy 2024 new intro, bam, 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 boom, boom. Whoa, that was really epic cool. Oh yeah, like and subscribe. Oh, notification, everybody loves you, Scott, self-reaffirmation. No, seriously though. So, I haven't really done a video for you folks since June. Right around Father's Day, I was traveling to go somewhere, doing some family stuff, doing a recon to potentially move. And apparently prior to this travel at some point, my appendix had ruptured. So I ended up in Wyoming with blood coming out of both ends in a rest area and had to take an ambulance to go in for emergency surgery, which is where we found out what had actually happened was my appendix ruptured. And oh yeah, I was diabetic. I think I had like a blood sugar like 451 and my A1C was 11.1 or 2 or something. So it had, maybe the appendix had been going for a while, maybe the diabetes had been going for a while, maybe I should probably not be such an arrogant testosterone poison knuckle dragger and actually go see a doctor occasionally. I mean, there are a lot of lessons to be learned from this, but I like to think the most important lesson to be learned from this is that if you are traveling, and if you decide that it's a good time for your appendix to rupture, what you should do is go ahead and have it happen like somewhere between the Wyoming border and like 50 or so miles before the Wyoming border, headed east in South Dakota, because the folks at Spearfish, South Dakota, in the hospital there did a really great job getting my blood sugar under control and then ventilating my abdomen so that all the little pockets of stuff were all gone and I didn't die because I'm here. I got some fun little scars that I am not going to show you because even though this is an adult thing, I don't want it to become a bunch of memes on, I don't know, hey, look at this. This is how I rearranged your mom's guts last night. Because let's face it, middle-aged men, middle-aged women from here to here, I don't know. I'm probably hairier. But I wasn't when the surgery went on because I was bald. But anyway, so yeah, there will be some changes to the channel. I want to work on a little bit of stuff with my experiences being diabetic. You know, it's fun fact that I don't know, I'd kind of guessed that, but I really didn't think were going to be relevant to me. If you go poking a bunch of holes in your fingers constantly to check your blood sugar and then you go stabbing yourself with needles and stuff, there are certain aspects to where you carry certain things on your body, concealed and otherwise, and how you do your trigger control and weapons drills and stuff that become a little bit different because you got sore fingers and sore needle holes and got to take better care of your feet. And when the poop hits the fan, where do you get your insulin? Yeah, so I'm going to rework the channel some, but one of the main facts of why you haven't really had many videos is, as I mentioned, part of this little transit was a recon trip with the fam for a potential job opportunity and to move. Well, we moved. As a matter of fact, it was kind of, I don't know, tragic funny that they had literally just put in fiber out in the boondocks where I was, and this is not going out over fiber. So this is Starlink. I'm going to do a video on my experience with Starlink. Quick little pimp pin on this vid just because the new Gen 3 hardware just came out for Starlink, and this is actually the back of a horse trailer, not a proper full-time 100% RV because, well, lifestyle choices. And well, if you don't own horses, you're not going to understand. If you do own horses, you're going to understand immediately that that's kind of one of your priorities. If you don't have like two-legged human children, it's like the welfare and well-being and feeding and care of your horses and then like keeping your house up and stuff not falling apart. And by your house, I mean the barn where you keep your horses, and the hay that goes in the barn where you keep your horses, and everything to do with your horses. And down here somewhere is like your general health, well-being, and what you give about, and where your money goes. And yeah, so anyway, got a Starlink Roam kit, the new Gen 3 software. Other than my obsessive compulsive need to route my cables just so and put all my interior crap just so, the install itself, as far as throwing the antenna out, getting the antenna arranged, getting everything else done, literally took me about 30 minutes, including the time it took me to climb up the little horse thing with 2 bad knees and not fall down while I was carrying up hardware. So 30 minutes in the grand scheme of things. I've seen some horror stories online about the Starlink stuff, and I did not have that experience. I'll do a video on my experience with Starlink, and I'll post it up there for anybody who cares, because in my opinion, if you do, I don't know, I wouldn't even say create YouTube content. I will say if you travel a significant amount and have family you want to keep amused with videos and crap, or you want to go somewhere and be able to shoot and then watch YouTube videos of, oh my god, what's this other doing? Did I forget some crap? What am I going to need for the shooting competition? I think I've got all my stuff, but do I? If you need, as of right now with 24 hours of Starlink, dependable, but if you need some kind of dependable option to get out there in the middle of bloody nowhere and have an opportunity to have some pretty decent friggin' upload download speeds, and I recommend giving Starlink a shot. I don't even think the main competition, horrible.net, has a real roam plan where you can just get out and go. A lot of RV manufacturers, like I know Winnebago, and I've seen Domes for a couple other brands, have actual RV cable internet plan deals that you can do with an RV, but not so much a priority with horse trailers, and maybe not so much convenient for what you do. Who knows? The price is an issue, hardware price is an issue, plan price is an issue. There are a lot of things to consider. I'm not going to get into the weeds with that. So we ended up doing the move. Some of my gear got buried, some of my gear got stuffed in places, some of my gear is God knows where, so my lighting is garbage. Yeah, general situation less than ideal, but we did do a move. I'll be doing my stuff in Montana from now on instead of in Missouri. We actually just had, I believe it got down to negative 44-ish, 46-ish, not counting wind chill, which was actually a record setter where I am. So that was interesting. Not unsurvivable. The lack of humid... Oh, wait. Montana is terrible. No matter who you are or what you're doing, don't ever come to Montana. There are already too many people here. Thanks. So, moving into 2024, I'm going to work on more videos for you folks. Thank you to my 247 subscribers as it currently sits, and even thanks to anybody who casually views my garbage and doesn't subscribe. I hope that I can provide you with a little something that will keep you amused, keep you entertained, and possibly provide you with some information. Even if you only log on every once in a while and watch the first 5 to 10 seconds of my videos to see what sarcastic, crazy, stupid shirt I've got on this go-round. Hey, that's great. You know, don't sit around with your dark thoughts doing nothing. Log into YouTube and watch silly people do silly things. Why not? I mean, it's the modern era. It's kind of what our age of information is apparently about. There was some musical or something talking about the internet is for porn. Well, not just porn, you know, YouTube too, and then porn. I may need to reevaluate my values or watch less porn. Yeah, like that's gonna happen. All right, so chuckles and fun aside, theoretically I'm back. Hopefully I won't be disappearing again. Hopefully 2024 will be a nice year for some good content. If nothing else, I think Montana will allow me the possibility to take some of my gear out and shoot it in what a lot of people would consider some pretty extreme conditions. But let's face it, folks. At a certain level, a lot of what I focus on is not necessarily just your traditional rounds. So I'm going to look at taking your non-traditional rounds into what might be considered non-traditional conditions. So, I mean, is a LR308 6.5 PRC chambered semi-automatic rifle going to function at negative 30 degrees when you're out trying to, either plink around, sight in, have fun, or you're looking to go pick up your dinner? It's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. If you live in these kind of conditions, I believe that it's relevant data whether or not some of these different rounds will function effectively and your firearm will cycle and you won't have a bunch of issues and everything else. Dependability when you're out there is important, whether your goal is some sort of tactical survival model or tactical futz around model or putting dinner on the table for the family because you got more hunting tags to fill. One way or the other, I personally don't believe that it's going to be a great plan to drop. I'm not going to discuss what I put in my 6.5 PRC or my 8.6 build. It was too bloody much. Way too much if the firearm will not function whenever I need it to function, whatever my purpose is. So I will be doing more videos. One Magazine Wednesday is going to come back. We're going to do some other stuff with that. And in general, you should see more content and hopefully good content, maybe better content. We're just going to see what happens based on the amount of time I have and the amount of technology that I can get my old man 49-year-old brain to grasp and operate effectively. So far, I'm still on a GoPro Hero 10. I think the 12's out now. I did get an 11 mini, so maybe we'll get some cool cam footage on some stuff downrange. Surprisingly, sarcasm, the state of Montana deeply embraces the firearm culture. I know. It shocked me too. Maybe the signs floating around that literally people hang on their fences that say, "Don't California my Montana." Part of what they might be talking about might be firearms. Yeah, no. Yeah. Fun factoid, if for some reason you don't take my advice and not visit Montana, there are gun shops open on Sundays here. Yeah, not the ammo aisle at some major chain store. No. First time I came up here, I was like, oh man, it's Sunday. Wonder what's going on. 4 out of 6 mom and pop gun shops in this town are open? Ooh. Wonder if I could hit all 4 before they close. Oh. Yeah, I'm that guy. So we're going to talk about stuff. We're going to do stuff, and we're going to move into 2024, hopefully providing some kind of content that people will find amusing and or edifying. Maybe at least amusing. I'll leave that for everybody to decide on their own. Sorry this video ran a little long without any actual fun or information, but I just figured, I wanted to make my excuses about why I hadn't been around and, all that. So, health issues, some changes moving forward, fun and games. Let's see if I can remember this. Like, subscribe, and click the notifications button. Maybe I got that backwards. It's been too long since I've been on YouTube, but yeah, like, subscribe, click the notifications. As always, in the comments, constructive criticism is always welcome. Fill me in on your stuff. What have you got going on? What's your take on stuff? And as you can tell, my crappy lighting has failed. So that will be the end of the video. I look forward to you folks seeing me on YouTube in the future. Have a great. Tschüss!